Back Road Ministry, the world premiere. It's in your ear. Check out Mr. Maki Back Road Ministry coming back live and direct today from the Dodge Ram Studios. How's everybody doing today? Big news is Daca. Daca's in the news again. And for those that don't know what Daca is, it is the Dreamers Act. They call it the Dreamers Act. And that act was established for a lot of immigrants or children of immigrants who parents might have come to the country illegally, but the children were either born here or the children came at a young age with the parents, and now they want to, slowly give these children a chance to become American citizens. You can find more out about DACA through research, through YouTube, through different internet sources. Will give you much more education on DACA, but it's the Dreamers Act. Basically created by Barack Obama to give children of immigrants who didn't have anything to do with their parents' decision to come here a chance to live the American dream, as we say. So the big discussion is on who can come to America, of course, and should these children be allowed to stay here. And we got this big theme of we only should let people in the country who can benefit the country. So if you live in America as long as I have for 44 years, this is the biggest BS statement that anybody could sell. We should let people in the country who could benefit the country when we got over 80% of the people here not doing a damn thing, not benefiting anybody. So who the hell are we to say who can come here as long as they benefit the country? Garbage. Then we had this big thing with America and its war on immigrants. Why are we at war with immigrants when everybody here are either immigrants themselves, children of immigrants, grandchildren of immigrants? All our people came from other places, so only a few of us have Native American blood in us. Most of the African Americans here that were the grandchildren of slaves, majority of us, our roots are dug into America because most of our family members are Native American. I'm part Cherokee and Blackfoot. Those are the two tribes that I know of. It could be other tribes. But the majority of us, be it European American or African American, we have some tribal ties. We have some bloodlines that are tribal, which connects us to the land. A lot of people are straight up immigrants. Donald Trump, his people known as the Drumps, they were Scottish. They don't come from here. His grandparents did not come from here. So who are we to say who should be allowed to come to America when only few of us truly have ties to the country? The majority of my people, they were Africans. They were brought here unwillingly, didn't ask to come over here. They were brought here, but nonetheless, they are still immigrants. So there are no true Americans here except for those Native American tribesmen who are still here. Those great-grandchildren of those Native American tribesmen, great-great-grandchildren that are still here. Those are the only true Americans in this country. And then we talk about the Mexicans. Remember, at one point or another, half of America was Mexico. But even with the Mexicans, they came in and pushed Native Americans off the land. So the Native American is the only true American in this part of America, in this part of the American hemisphere. So everybody's here are immigrants. There's no true-blooded Americans here except for the natives. So who are we to say who can come here, who can't come in? Where does this regulation of who can come to the country begin? How can a pack of immigrants say you can't come here, but my great-great-grandparents could come here? Who's to say who could live this so-called American dream, which we all know is a bunch of BS because we ain't seen this American dream yet. And we can't even get 40 acres in a mule, less known the American dream. So this whole idea of America is only for certain people. Who are these people? Who are these people? And I tell people every day that America was designed by the elite. The elite designed America to be their playground. It has nothing to do with the rest of us. And they want who they want in the country. And they understand without certain people, this country is not going to work. Without the African, this country will not work. Who's going to do the work? Who's going to do the work? Without a lot of Eastern Europeans, how's the country going to work? Without the Indians coming, the Asians, those people from India coming, who do a lot of the medical work here now in America. I hate to say it, most of your medical doctors come from India nowadays. Without our Asians here in the country, those are, be it the Indians, be it the Chinese, they bring a lot of products to the country. So everybody here, does something for the country. Our Mexican brothers and sisters, our brothers and sisters from South America, the majority of workforce now is made up of Latin Americans. Everybody brings something to the country. So he's talking about no Haitians, no this, no that. I mean, these people make up a large amount of the workforces in our country. So as far as DACA, it will get passed. The shame of America is that now someone is trying to say who deserves to be called, the right to be called an American. And I think that if we want to change the country, we need to go to what the country was supposed to be established about. We need to go back to what it should have been established about in the first place. And we said we were going to take anybody into this country and give them a chance at a better life. And that's what we should be doing. Giving people a chance at a better life. But first, we need to start with the people in America. We struggle to give our own kind a better life. And that's where we really need to begin. Mr. Motley Back Row Ministry, back at you.